You see them everywhere, in your dreams, in your thoughts, walking through your mind at 3 a.m. when sleep escapes you. That one person who ignites something deep within your soul, yet remains just beyond your reach. You've tried everything, the casual encounters, the accidental meetings, the hoping and wishing that somehow they'll notice what's been there all along. Tonight, we expose the spiritual truth that will transform everything. You can attract a specific person into your life through divine law that operates with mathematical precision when you align your consciousness with love's eternal principles. Love operates according to spiritual law, not random chance. The connection you feel toward this specific person exists because cosmic intelligence has established an invisible bond that transcends physical circumstances. When you understand that consciousness creates attraction through vibrational alignment rather than desperate pursuit, you transform from someone who chases love into someone who commands it through divine authority. The universe responds to magnetic consciousness, not pleading energy. Most people approach specific person attraction like begging, hoping their desire might convince someone to love them. But divine intelligence operates through spiritual law that attracts through alignment rather than persuasion. When you embody the consciousness that naturally draws your desired person, they become irresistibly attracted to the very energy you authentically express. Every emotion you feel toward this person carries creative force that either draws them closer or pushes them away through energetic vibration. Your thoughts about them literally create the experiences you share together. When you align your consciousness with divine love rather than human neediness, you activate cosmic forces that orchestrate perfect circumstances for natural connection to unfold. The biblical revelation confirms this principle with profound clarity. Draw nigh to God, and He will draw nigh to you. This verse reveals that proximity operates through consciousness rather than physical effort. When you draw near to divine love within yourself, others naturally draw near to the love consciousness you embody. Attraction becomes inevitable when you align with the source of all magnetic power. Your consciousness operates as a broadcasting station that transmits specific frequencies determining what you attract into your experience. When you consistently focus on this person with love, gratitude, and confident expectation, you create vibrational harmony that draws them toward you through spiritual magnetism. But when fear, desperation, or doubt contaminate your mental patterns, you broadcast repelling frequencies that create distance regardless of your surface efforts. The transformation begins when you recognize that attracting a specific person requires becoming the person they would naturally love, rather than trying to make them love who you currently are. Divine intelligence designed attraction to operate through resonance. Like through cosmic law that responds to consciousness rather than manipulation. Most people remain stuck in unrequited attraction because they approach love from consciousness of lack that focuses on what they don't have rather than what they can become. They obsess over the other person's apparent disinterest while ignoring their own vibrational patterns that create the very distance they desperately want to close. This separation consciousness creates the exact opposite of magnetic attraction. Johnny Cash demonstrated this principle when he pursued June Carter with unwavering determination backed by authentic transformation rather than superficial charm. Despite her initial resistance and existing marriage, Cash's consciousness remained anchored in certainty that they belonged together. His persistence flowed from divine knowing rather than human desperation, creating the irresistible attraction that eventually drew June into the love story that defined both their lives. Cash understood that authentic attraction requires becoming worthy of the love you seek, rather than demanding love from someone who doesn't yet recognize your value. His consciousness operated from absolute certainty that June was his divinely appointed partner, creating magnetic energy that transcended every obstacle that seemed to separate them. Their eventual union validated the principle that consciousness aligned with divine love creates inevitable attraction. His demonstration reveals that specific person attraction operates through identity transformation rather than external manipulation. Cash became the man that June could completely love by aligning his consciousness with divine truth about their destined connection. When you embody the highest version of yourself that naturally attracts your desired person, resistance dissolves and love flows naturally. The consciousness that attracts specific people operates through self-love rather than self-doubt, confidence rather than insecurity, magnetic presence rather than needy pursuit. When you recognize yourself as inherently lovable and naturally attractive, you emit the frequency that draws others toward the divine love expressing through your authentic being. Your desired person already exists within your consciousness as a spiritual reality waiting for physical manifestation through aligned awareness. Every quality you admire in them reflects aspects of divine love seeking expression through your own consciousness. When you develop these qualities within yourself, you create magnetic resonance that naturally attracts the person who embodies what you've become. The biblical story of Isaac and Rebekah illustrates divine orchestration operating through consciousness that trusts cosmic intelligence to arrange perfect love connections. When Abraham's servant prayed for divine guidance in finding Isaac's wife, he didn't pursue random women hoping for attraction. Instead, he asked for specific signs that would reveal the woman chosen by divine intelligence for Isaac's highest good. Rebekah appeared exactly as the servant had requested, offering water not only to him but also to his camels, demonstrating the generous heart that divine intelligence had revealed as Isaac's perfect match. Their meeting seemed like coincidence to human perception, but represented precise spiritual law operating through consciousness aligned with divine will. Isaac and Rebekah's love story validates that specific person attraction operates through divine appointment rather than random chance. This biblical demonstration teaches that divine intelligence has already selected your perfect partner and orchestrates circumstances for natural connection when your consciousness aligns with spiritual truth. Trust replaces pursuit, divine timing replaces desperate urgency, and magnetic attraction replaces manipulative effort when you recognize love as spiritual appointment rather than human achievement. The consciousness that attracts specific people recognizes that divine love seeks expression through relationships that serve both individuals' highest spiritual development. Your desired person represents an opportunity for mutual elevation rather than personal fulfillment at another's expense. When your love consciousness operates from service rather than selfishness, attraction becomes irresistible because it aligns with cosmic purpose. Mental imagery becomes manifestation tool when consciousness creates internal experience of already sharing perfect love with your desired person. See yourself together in loving harmony. Feel the emotions of mutual affection and spiritual connection. Experience conversations flowing with natural ease and understanding. This inner relationship creates vibrational templates that outer experience must match through spiritual law. Your nervous system cannot distinguish between vividly imagined love experiences and actual physical connection when visualization engages all senses with sufficient intensity. This creates energetic alignment between your consciousness and desired reality, gradually magnetizing circumstances that bring imagination into physical manifestation. The more realistic your inner love relationship, the faster external confirmation appears. Now I invite you to activate magnetic consciousness by writing in the comments below, "I am magnetic to divine love." When you make this declaration publicly, you establish spiritual law that aligns your energy with love's attracting power. Your written commitment creates accountability with cosmic intelligence while surrounding your intention with collective support that amplifies magnetic force. The attraction process operates through becoming rather than getting, through expressing love rather than seeking love, through magnetic presence rather than persuasive pursuit. When you embody the qualities that make you irresistibly attractive, your desired person naturally responds to the divine love consciousness you authentically express, rather than artificial charm you temporarily display. Divine love consciousness attracts through authenticity rather than performance, through confidence rather than desperation, and through joy rather than neediness. These qualities create magnetic fields that draw others toward the light you naturally express when aligned with spiritual truth about your inherent lovability and natural attractiveness. Elizabeth Taylor exemplified magnetic consciousness when she attracted Richard Burton through the sheer force of authentic passion rather than calculated seduction. Their instant connection on the Cleopatra set transcended professional circumstances because Taylor's consciousness operated from complete self-assurance and magnetic presence that made resistance impossible. Burton described feeling powerless against attraction to someone who commanded love through authentic being rather than desperate seeking. Taylor understood that magnetic attraction operates through authentic self-expression rather than manufactured appeal designed to please others. Her consciousness emanated confidence and passionate engagement with life that naturally drew Burton into her orbit, despite both being married to other people. Their connection validated the principle that authentic magnetic consciousness creates irresistible attraction that transcends every apparent obstacle. Their tumultuous but passionate relationship demonstrates that consciousness aligned with authentic desire creates powerful attraction that persists despite external challenges. Taylor proved that when you embody magnetic love consciousness, others become powerless to resist the genuine attraction to divine love expressing through your authentic presence. The magnetic consciousness that attracts specific people operates through emotional states that make you naturally irresistible rather than behaviors designed to create attraction. Joy, confidence, passion, and genuine love interest create magnetic fields that draw others toward your energy. Fear, desperation, neediness, and insecurity create repelling fields that push potential love away, regardless of your surface actions. Your emotional frequency determines what you attract into your love experience through energetic resonance that operates below conscious awareness. When you consistently maintain emotions aligned with divine love, you broadcast magnetic signals that attract corresponding love experiences. When negative emotions dominate your consciousness, you repel the very love you desperately seek through vibrational contradiction. The practice of magnetic consciousness begins with cultivating genuine love for yourself that creates the foundation for attracting love from others. Self-love eliminates neediness that repels potential partners while establishing confidence that naturally attracts authentic connection. When you recognize your inherent worth and natural lovability, others respond to the magnetic energy of someone who knows their divine value. Daily visualization combined with emotional alignment creates the consciousness shift that transforms your entire approach to love attraction. See your desired person treating you with complete love and admiration. Feel their genuine affection flowing towards you naturally and effortlessly. Experience mutual joy and spiritual connection that validates your divine worth and natural attractiveness. Gratitude for love experiences before they manifest physically creates magnetic consciousness that draws corresponding physical demonstrations through spiritual law. Thank divine intelligence for orchestrating perfect love connections. Express appreciation for your desired person's presence in your life even before physical confirmation appears. This grateful expectation establishes receiving consciousness that enables manifestation to flow naturally. The biblical promise declares that, "Whatsoever ye shall ask in prayer, believing ye shall receive." This reveals that receiving operates through believing rather than pleading, through confident expectation rather than desperate hoping. When consciousness aligns with certain knowing that divine love is arranging perfect connection, physical demonstration becomes inevitable through spiritual law. Believing consciousness operates through present awareness rather than future hoping, and grateful receiving rather than anxious seeking. When you truly believe that divine love is orchestrating perfect attraction, your entire energy shifts to align with magnetic consciousness that naturally draws your desired person into loving connection. Divine intelligence orchestrates perfect timing for love connections through cosmic scheduling that coordinates countless variables for optimal outcomes. Trust divine timing rather than forcing human schedules that create pressure and resistance. When consciousness aligns with cosmic timing, love unfolds naturally through circumstances that serve everyone's highest good rather than selfish desires that create conflict. The magnetic person recognizes that divine love seeks expression through relationships that elevate both individuals rather than serving only personal desires. Your love for this specific person becomes divine service when it inspires both of you toward greater spiritual expression and authentic growth. This consciousness transformation creates irresistible attraction because it aligns with cosmic purpose. Patience becomes magnetic power when combined with unwavering faith in divine orchestration of perfect love timing. Desperate urgency repels potential connection, while confident patience creates space for natural attraction to develop organically. Trust that divine intelligence knows perfect timing for love manifestation that serves everyone involved, rather than forcing connections before proper foundation exists. The consciousness that attracts specific people maintains loving thoughts about the desired person, even when physical evidence suggests disinterest or unavailability. This sustained love consciousness creates persistent magnetic attraction that eventually overcomes every resistance through spiritual law that responds to unwavering alignment with divine truth about destined connection. Mental conversations with your desired person create energetic connection that transcends physical separation through consciousness that operates beyond space and time limitations. Speak to them lovingly in your mind. Share your authentic feelings through mental communication. Express genuine appreciation for their unique qualities that attract your admiration. This inner dialogue creates vibrational alignment that facilitates outer connection. The story of Ruth and Boaz demonstrates how authentic love consciousness naturally attracts corresponding love response through qualities that make attraction inevitable. Ruth's consciousness operated from loyalty, dedication, and genuine care that created magnetic attraction. Boaz couldn't resist. Her authentic character naturally drew his admiration and eventual love through spiritual law, responding to genuine virtue rather than calculated appeal. Ruth didn't pursue Boaz through manipulation or seduction, but through authentic expression of divine qualities that made love inevitable. Her consciousness embodied the virtues that naturally attracted someone seeking those exact qualities in a life partner. Their connection developed organically because both operated from consciousness aligned with divine love principles rather than human strategies. Their love story validates that authentic virtue creates irresistible attraction to those seeking divine qualities in relationship. When consciousness embodies the characteristics that naturally attract your desired person, love becomes inevitable because spiritual law responds to authentic alignment rather than superficial performance designed to create temporary attraction. Align with magnetic love consciousness and declare with absolute conviction, divine love expressing through me attracts perfect love expressed through others. When you maintain this awareness, attraction becomes effortless because consciousness aligned with divine love naturally magnetizes corresponding love experiences through spiritual law that never fails. Divine intelligence created you as individualized expression of cosmic love, seeking perfect expression through relationship. When you recognize and express these inherent qualities, you become irresistibly magnetic to others, seeking authentic love connection that transcends surface attraction. The specific person you desire represents divine intelligence, calling forth the highest expression of love consciousness within you. Their presence in your awareness signals cosmic invitation to embody magnetic qualities that naturally attract the love you seek. When you answer this call through authentic transformation, attraction becomes inevitable. Divine love consciousness transcends every apparent obstacle through spiritual law that recognizes no barriers when awareness aligns completely with cosmic truth. Age differences, geographical distance, current relationships, and social circumstances all dissolve when consciousness operates from absolute certainty that divine love orchestrates perfect connections for those aligned with spiritual truth. Trust the cosmic intelligence that placed love for this specific person in your consciousness as divine signal that perfect love connection awaits your alignment with magnetic consciousness. Your attraction to them represents spiritual recognition rather than random preference, divine appointment rather than coincidental desire. Release all anxiety about timing, circumstances, and apparent obstacles that seem to prevent love connection. Divine intelligence operates through unlimited creativity that arranges perfect love demonstrations through methods that transcend human understanding. Your role involves maintaining magnetic consciousness while allowing cosmic wisdom to orchestrate circumstances according to divine schedule. Embody the consciousness that naturally attracts divine love through authentic expression of your highest qualities. Become someone your desired person would be honored to love through genuine development, rather than superficial changes designed to create temporary appeal. When consciousness aligns with divine love, attraction becomes mutual blessing rather than one-sided pursuit. Step boldly into magnetic love consciousness that recognizes your inherent power to attract perfect love through spiritual alignment with cosmic law. Divine intelligence eagerly awaits consciousness prepared to receive love through authentic embodiment of magnetic qualities that naturally draw others toward divine love, expressing through your genuine presence. Your desired person already responds to magnetic love consciousness you embody when aligned with divine truth about your natural attractiveness and inherent lovability. Trust the spiritual law that creates perfect love connections through consciousness that operates as clear channel for cosmic love seeking mutual expression through authentic relationship. Claim your divine inheritance as naturally magnetic expression of cosmic love that effortlessly attracts perfect love experiences through consciousness aligned with spiritual truth. Your specific person attraction begins now through recognition that divine love expressing through you naturally magnetizes divine love expressing through others. The universe celebrates every moment you embody magnetic love consciousness, because divine intelligence delights in orchestrating perfect love connections through awareness, aligned with cosmic truth about love's eternal nature and inevitable expression through authentic relationship. Your time as magnetic love attractor begins now through consciousness that recognizes love as spiritual appointment rather than human achievement, divine orchestration rather than personal manipulation, magnetic attraction rather than desperate pursuit.